Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the lifting of the Bascule bridges here along the Chicago River. They do this every Wednesdays and Saturdays. They do it in the springtime to let the boats out into the harbor. In the fall, they reverse the process and the boats go. These are the early birds putting their boats in early. A lot of people will wait all the way till November. And there's the Randolph Street Bridge in the upright position there. So we'll get these sailboats going through here. Doing the bridge lift, yeah. Have a great session there. Yeah, Naya. Save Greyhound bus station. I'm glad you brought that up, Adam. Yeah, we might lose our Greyhound station. What, somebody bought Greyhound, a German company or something, and then the developer wants to shut down the Greyhound station, which is in the South Loop of Chicago there by Harrison. I've taken buses out of there. I've ridden the Greyhound, and not recently, but it's been a few years. Hey, look at the nice, they got a windmill on that one sailboat there. Look at these beautiful sailboats heading under the Randolph Street Bridge in the upright position here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. There, let me zoom into this boat here. I want to see their whirligig there. Oh, there's two right there. Look at these sailboats. They got like a windmill. Look at all the people helping out on that boat. But hey, here we are. We're over by Randolph Street and the Chicago River. This is the South Branch, right where it starts. And May, John James. No, Dolores, all you missed was I took a water taxi ride to get over here because they already went through all the bridges. They already went through Lakeshore Drive and DuSable Michigamme Bridge. They went through all the ones we went under on the water taxi. I caught up with the boats. They were at the confluence there, and now they're going to go through these bridges. So we got 1202. We got plenty of time to see how they kind of you know, hold on to the shore wall there while they wait for the next bridge to open. They do this in a succession, and you see all the bridge houses there. There are humans controlling the bridges here. These Bascule. They see they're gonna pull right to the side here. How you doing? Yeah. And so we usually see these same people in the spring and the fall. We might see the guys that we usually see, but I'm sure they're not doing it until later. They're usually the first ones in and the last ones out. But hey, there goes the Randolph Street Bridge. The bridge is coming down there. See how the light pole's on top of the bridge? Look at that. And there's the green line. The green line's going across Lake Street. So just 5 minutes ago, that bridge, the northern half, was in the upright position, and now trains are going in both directions. They were waiting to cross. Now that they got it safely down, and they're closing the Randolph Street Bridge there. These Bascule bridges are interesting engineering marvels. How they're counterweighted. They're perfectly balanced on the fulcrum, and it only takes a 300 to 500 horsepower motor, same as like a car engine, to lift the bridge, because it works like a teeter-totter. And see how they ease it back in. And when you cross the bridge as a pedestrian, sometimes a truck or a bus will cross, and you'll feel the bridge kind of shake because it has to balance the load, especially when it transfers from one side to the other. Both sides are like a diving board. They're just cantilevered out there, and the gap is only like an inch in between the two. Yeah, the Boeing union members are still on strike. That's really going to disrupt supply chain. They even think, like, for Ozempic, like the drug, if you take Ozempic, they think it might mess up the supply, and then that'll just lead to supply shortages, increases in price and demand, and you know. But we'll see how it goes. But hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody here. So we'll get up towards the Washington Boulevard Bridge here. We'll see if they're going to open this bridge. It looks like they're only doing half of the bridges. I don't know if they're going to open them full. Looks like they cleared people off of it, so they're probably getting ready to open the Washington Boulevard Bridge here. Thanks for tuning in to Chicago. We are getting a bridge lift here. I know the title said I was going to Chinatown. That was my backup plan. Since I see these bridges are going to lift, we're going to film that, and I'll correct the title. I think you guys understand. There it is. Listen to it. Listen to it groan. Washington Boulevard Bridge here. They're gonna lift this drawbridge, I think. Yeah, we'll see what happens with ShotSpotter. I know that's another big thing in the Chicago news. There it goes. They're going to lift both sides there. So here goes the Washington Boulevard Bridge. They're lifting it. See how they lift one side sooner than the other, and they do the same thing when they ease it down. Usually one side goes down first, a little sooner. Here's the Washington Boulevard Bascule Bridge here in Chicago, lifting for these sailboats that go through. They do this every spring and fall. Chris, thanks for being on there. Yeah. I miss anybody else here? Merc, Mia May. There, let's get down here. Let's actually walk through here with the boats here. So we can walk right over the top, and that's the good thing, is that we can easily cross the street because we know there's not going to be any traffic. So let's head up the stairs and we'll get to the other side here. Thanks for staying on here. We'll head up these stairs. Hey, they're waving to us. Look at it. Maybe they're watching. They're watching themselves on YouTube. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Say hello. Hear the bell dinging? Yeah, it's the bell dinging. People grab their lunch here watching the bridge. See the gates here? The gates are closed. We can head right across Washington Boulevard here. Look at that. Look at there's the bridge sticking up in the air. Riverside Plaza. See, there's the sidewalk. Oops. There, see, there's the bridge controller. There's the bridge controller right there. There's the boats coming out the other side. Look at that. Riverside Plaza. Beautiful Art Deco building here. Across from the Civic Opera House. There's the sailboats. There, they're coming through. Let's back up just a little. Let's get up here to this perch up here. Maybe we'll get it better here. It's hard to do this in reverse. There we go. That's the view. So you remember we filmed this before. We do this usually in the spring and the fall. I get excited like a little kid here just watching this thing happen here. Old Comiskey Park, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame they got rid of the old one. I know there was problems with it, but in hindsight they could have restored and maybe kept it going. Isn't it amazing that Comiskey was the oldest stadium? It's older than Fenway and Wrigley by a few years. I think old Comiskey was built in 1910, and they tore it down. And so now, of course, Fenway's the oldest one remaining, 1912, and then Wrigley, 1914. And then you know what the third longest is? It's Dodger Stadium, built in the 1960s. All the other ones have been torn down or reused for something else, and they're not used for baseball anymore. And it's a shame, all those old baseball stadiums. See, that's where we got off the water taxi right down there. And there they're lowering the Washington Boulevard there. There they are. So what's the RPM project phase 1? I think I know, but if you explain it, it might jog my memory there. Yeah, the bathrooms were horrible. Yeah, they you know, of course, Wrigley was notorious for having troughs. The old Comiskey had troughs, and they were worse. They were not enough restrooms and plumbing issues, and yeah, because it's from 1910, you know, and old Bill Veeck didn't put any money into it. You know, they actually destroyed that stadium in demolition. They caught the field on fire, and people ripped the states out and just trashed the place. That was in 1979, wasn't that? Let's see, here's the Washington Bridge coming down. I was alive then, but I was a little kid. I was down by southern Indiana at that point. I wasn't living in Chicago then. But I have friends that are older than me. They remember Disco Demolition. I think some people went to it. The old Comiskey there is probably one of the most famous events that happened there, or infamous. Here they're opening the Madison Street Bridge. Here they're opening. See, we're gonna. The red-purple modernization project between red-purple bypass flyover and Lawrence to Bryn Mawr, phase number 1. Yeah, Adam, I know that they're working on the red line. The last time I was in Uptown, the Lawrence station is closed. You have to get off at even the Bryn Mawr station. No. The Argyle station is closed. You have to get off. They have a temporary station because they're working on the red line. The last time. Now that might be changed now. I don't know. I have to go back up to Uptown. But yeah, I know that they're still finishing the last touches of the flyover, but the Brown Line flyover is working there by Wrigley Field, and we documented that. Every time I go up to Wrigley Field, we walk underneath those tracks, and that new flyover, it helps making that. Here, look at these sailboats going through here. Look at that. There's the Madison Street Bridge there. And see the water taxis still function and the architectural tours there. There's the Mercantile Exchange. That's what those two buildings are. They're the Merc. So here we'll head right over here. See, there must be doing construction here on 2 North Riverside. But Adam, you're a wealth of knowledge. Thanks for being a loyal follower here, friend here, because you know a lot about what's going on with transit and CTA. So you can help us out because I can't keep everything in my brain. And we do the best we can here. But here's the Madison Street Bridge. See, it's not exactly upright. It's kind of 45-degree angle. They don't really. Oh, it's starting to come down. I think it's starting to come down here. But there's Ogilvy Station. So Adam, you know Ogilvy Station. That's a major metro station, of course. Riverside. You come out in Riverside Plaza with that skywalk across Canal Street here. We're in Chicago, watching a bridge lift here. So, Lyric Opera Bridge there. Let's get on these benches here. Let's see what we can see. Yeah, there's the last sailboat heading through there. I think. No, there's one more. There's 2 more. There's the last one right there. Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. I remember I got that footage from, was it last fall or last spring, where there was a guy on a bike, and the people on the boats were like, "Get off the bridge!" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "You can't lift the bridge with you on it." And he's like, "Oh!" And he rode the bike off. He was like on the bridge when they were trying to lift it with a bike, like a divvy bike. It was so funny. It was like the whole city was like, "Get off the bridge!" And he's like, "What?" Walmart. Now you're talking about Walmart. You're all over the place there. That's great. Welcome to Walmart. So there's the Madison Street Bridge is closing right here. This is the South Branch of the Chicago River. There's the CME, the Mercantile Exchange. There's the Merc. So you see, look, the bells are ringing. So these people got to really quickly get across the bridge here. This is their last chance to cross before it opens. See, there's still people on the Monroe Street Bridge. The Madison Street Bridge is closing. There's the 4 sailboats that are heading through here. And so we'll head over here. I'm glad we're being able to see the bridge lift because I thought we missed it. That's why I titled this the way I did. I really thought we missed it. I talked to over by Michigan Avenue when I ran down and got out of work early there. They said they went through an hour ago, and I was like, an hour ago? They must have sat there at the confluence for at least a half an hour, and I'm glad I missed that. See, traffic stopped here. This is Monroe Street here, so we'll watch the Monroe Street Bridge lift here. We'll get a nice up-close view here. There's the Madison Street Bridge. What are you doing there? So here's a nice view to the Sears Tower right there, Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'll be doing the marathon. That's my plan. I covered the marathon last year, and thanks for the reminder there. Yeah, it runs right past my house, so it's on a Sunday. It's easy for me to just go outside my apartment and just film it, and that's what we did last year. They had all the bands and stuff here. There, we're waiting for the Let's see. Let me get on this side. Let me get on this side of the bridge here. We'll be able to see it better. So, see, they cleared everybody off the bridge here. People are waiting. The traffic's already all here. There it goes. Look at it. There it goes. That's a unique view there. Ding goes the bell. Amber, how you doing there? Chicago Sports Network. But it's not on Comcast, of course. Comcast. There's 4 of them. Yeah, there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. Yeah, there's a. There it is. Yeah, so here's the Monroe Street Bridge lifting here. Yeah, it messes up traffic. That's why they do it on a Sunday morning there. But the Chicago Marathon, one of the 4 majors. And look at all the people. Look at all the people crossing this bridge over here. You know, once it opens there, everybody can cross again there. There it is. Look at that. Sailboats going through the Bascule Drawbridge here. Chicago River here. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, Lambie T, how you doing there? There's the sailboats. What a beautiful day here. We're just under 70 degrees, sunshine. What a good day for a bridge lift here. These are the early birds. It's a nice summer sailing season. It's always a little bittersweet when we get to fall. You realize that where did the time go there? We thought the whole summer was ahead of us. I kept saying it, and now it's behind us. We still got good weather here in the fall in Chicago. October 7th to 14th. Good, they'll increase service for the marathon. Thanks for the good info there, Adam. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Lambie. I'm glad we got to see this. Like I said, I thought I missed it, and that's why I thought I was going to take the water taxi all the way to Chinatown. We started this live on a water taxi. If you missed it, you can watch the rerun, and then we caught up with the sailboats, and then I got off at Ogilvie. I said, well, we'll have to scratch Chinatown and do it some other time. I got that footage from 2 weeks ago. Brandon thought I was going to get lunch there at Chinatown. And there goes the Monroe Street Bridge. It's starting to head down these Bascule bridges here in Chicago. Look how quickly they can run this whole operation here. We'll watch this bridge come down there, counterweighted there. Taco, how you doing here? Look at this bridge lift. Yeah, Amber, how you doing there? Dolores, and yeah. 100 degrees. I know Lorraine, I can't imagine, I can't believe how warm it's been. You had a really hot summer there in California, the Central Valley, and LA's even been really hot, Southern California, but the Central Valley, it's been unbearably hot even this late, beginning October. Here we got 60s and 70s, and you got 100 degrees there in California. That's amazing. See how they usually lower one side a little faster than the other, and they ease in the other side there. There's a whole method to it. Yeah, you got Texas beat. Isn't climate change great? Oh, I know people say the climate's always changing. I know it's very controversial. I watched that debate last night. It was so funny. There was a few times the vice presidential candidates, they said they agreed with each other, but then they ripped into each other right after that. So it was funny. Hey, you can see the sailboats in the mirror over there. Look at that. The mirror glass there. So hey, so the Monroe Street Bridge is, look how they added the seating here. So they've updated these plazas. They added this landscaping. They've improved even the tiling here underneath here. Hey, there's Adams Street Bridge. There's the Adams Street Bridge starting to lift here, so we'll head over there. So welcome to Chicago. There's the Sears Tower right there. Big tall one. Look at the birds. Look at all these people come out to watch the bridge lift here. Yeah, Texas is still 80. That's still pretty warm. Yeah, look at that. Adams Street Bridge. There they go. How you doing? Look at that. So, Union Station is right there. You see Union Station? Adam, I'm sure you know how important Union Station is to Chicago. It's the hub of Amtrak and a lot of Metro. Of course, Ogilvy. Union and Ogilvy are the only commuter rail stations that we have that truly rival the New York Penn Station and Grand Central. Of course, Grand Central and Penn are much busier than the Chicago's, but I think after Jamaica, which is the Long Island transfer hub there, I think Chicago's Union and Ogilvy are the 4th and 5th most busiest train stations in the United States. Hey, look at this. People came from Union Station to watch this. Look at this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, look at this. How you doing here? Look at all these people gathered here. They came right out of Union Station here. You can come out here. And there it is. There's the Adams Street Bridge in the upright position here. We'll get a little further back so we can see the whole thing. Well, we got 1221. This is going to work out. We'll be able to see these last two bridges, Jackson and Van Buren. We might even be able to see Ida B. Wells here. There it is. There's the Adams Street Bridge. How you doing? There's the Adams Street Bridge heading down here. The sailboats here. There goes a City View barge there heading under the Adams Street Bridge. You got the bells ringing? Yeah, tendonitis. That's what it seems like with those bells ringing all the time there. Yeah. You've been down there before. Man, that's your street. Yeah, Adam, we talked about this before. You know, I have my own personal political views. I don't purposely, people that know me and have watched long enough, you figure it out. And, you know, that's, you know, but I have to run this like a radio station because I realize the views of my audience span the spectrum. I actually had to go to sub only because I was getting hate mail from trolls and my moderators were getting threatened, and people, you know, this overly heated political environment that we're in now, people can't tolerate opposing viewpoints. And so I shy away from, every once in a while I'll go on a rant. I'll go on a rant about the Federal Reserve, or I'll go on a rant about inflation or something in the news, you know, and so you'll figure it out. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm the anti-influencer. Do the opposite of what I think. I just want to film scenes of the city here and use this as a tool to talk about transit, which transit's a political issue too. You know, some people don't want to pay for transit. They think it's a waste of taxpayer money. You like transit, you like trains, so you realize it has value. It actually is infrastructure that's important to cities and our nation. If we're going to have a strong nation, we need to have strong infrastructure, just like these bridges. And it's cost money. But here's another way to get into Union Station right here. We're over here by, what is this, Jackson? Yeah, you can see the Board of Trade. There's the Board of Trade there. And look at this nice view we got of the sailboats going underneath the Jackson Bascule Bridge here, Drawbridge here. So you can see the Board of Trade. There's the Sears. Here, let me zoom in here. Look at that. There's the Sears there. The People Mover. Yeah, there's People Mover in Detroit. There's People Mover in Miami. Yeah, when I'm on TikTok, that's why you don't, you didn't see all the bad. It's not nice. The limiting factor of human interaction here. But here there's the sailboats. See how they have a map? Look at this. On the side of this building, there's the river, and see, we're right there where that red thing is. That's this building. There's the Sears Tower. Look at that. And here's the Jackson Street Bridge. lowering right now. There's the whole edge of the loop there. There's the bridge coming down. Yeah, we do. Thanks for. I agree with you. Kevin's tuning in there, and thank you. Thanks, Taka. Thanks for your support and everybody else's. I appreciate it. Thanks for people understanding why I'm doing the sub-only chats on TikTok. I know I've lost some of my viewership because people think I'm selling out. That's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm not making much money off of doing this. I basically covers my expenses and my time. And you guys understand that. Thanks for being loyal followers and viewers. You know, Big Glacier Keys is making more money off of social media than I am, and I'm happy for him. I'm glad he is, because he's tapped into the algorithm. He knows how to push the videos, and he's pushing positive videos about Chicago, and he talks about important issues from a South Side perspective, including gentrification. And his voice is more valuable than mine because he's been a lifelong South Side Chicagoan, as Nia and the City Walking Girl. She grew up on the West Side, but she knows the West Side and the South Side, and she's been in New York. Here's the Sears Tower. Look how they got that map we were talking about before. Here, this is as far as we can go here. This is as far as we can go, so we'll be able to view the Van Buren from here. And then I'll have to head back to work here, so I'll have a half an hour to walk through the loop. And Mojave Desert.